Welcome to the King Moolah TV podcast. I'm your host, King. Today, man, I had so much to think about, but there's like two topics that I wanted to that's been like on my mind a lot, and I just finally need to find the time to do it. And now this is the time where I could do one of those topics, and it's regarding all these lists being made on social media. That's fueling this apparently uh, never-ending gender war between black men and black women. That's who it's mainly for. Anybody else who's just watching, any other race that really participates are just pretty much imitating us, and we know how that goes. Um, so you know what? I wanted to break this thing down and why this thing is so prevalent, even though like we were doing kind of well. Okay, we were staying away from gender wars and this and that, but then a video came out. I believe that's when it first started. The Cheesecake Factory. There's a woman on a date. Now, just for context, apparently it was saying like they had were supposed to go to a different restaurant, but things ended up happening, and then the guy settled for going on. Decided to go to the Cheesecake Factory because apparently the Cheesecake Factory got a whole bunch of menu items. I mean, like a lot, like an encyclopedia. An encyclopedias, excuse me, like a large amount, okay, a really large amount of menu items for the Cheesecake Factory. But like the certain modern women like to be nowadays on social media, they like to record everything. She decided, instead of saying no, going about her day and maybe wanting to be dropped off home, no, she wanted to go ahead and record that she was at the Cheesecake Factory because that's where he took her after not going to the place that they set their date to. And she decided to try to embarrass the man but she actually ended up just embarrassing herself and also being a catalyst of fueling what we call the lists. And the list is pretty much based on, oh yeah, the list actually. The list is, yeah, now I remember it, man. Okay, so I had one list that was about what men don't need to be doing, but the first list was actually about where not to be taken to on a first date. And so what that would mean is on a first date, and I was trying to find that list, but apparently they're not showing it now. I know it's a little bit of a dig because it was last month, and I'm just doing it now. But I found the other two lists that I'm gonna bring into play and gonna break down and put my perspective in here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So it was a list full of first dates that a woman made about where not to take. Well, actually, I think they said it was a group of women. Whatever the case may be, it was women that made it. So unrealistic expectations on the rise have always been around for a little too long. It stayed here for way too long. It's not even yeah, it's not even. I'm sorry, there's a big pause because I'm looking for the actual list. The first list that made a catalyst. Where is this list? It's supposed to be here. Like, they gonna stop acting up. That's crazy. Like, there's supposed to be a list here. Oh yeah, there's other like little things like this. And let me just say, like some women. There's been a lot of women for the past few years. I've been seeing that make up unrealistic expectations for first dates or anything. Like, first and foremost, as a guy, as anybody, y'all shouldn't be expecting as women, y'all should not be expecting no guy to pay everything for you, pay your bills on a first date or anything. You are not his wife. You are not his priority. So none of that should even be a thing. None of that should be a thing at all. The minimum, like this, what a woman tweeted, and it's got reposted on Instagram. The minimum a guy should send for breakfast, $50, lunch, $80, gas, $100, brunch, $150, dinner, $200, nails, makeup, $250, outfit, $300, wig install, $400. $40 is never acceptable ever in life. Yeah, okay, have fun with that. But these are the women who call themselves boss bees. Okay, these are the women that apparently don't need no man for nothing, but they want a man to pay for everything. Okay, and had another tweet that said this was not meant for 9 to 5 guys. No guy in the top percentage is looking for you that way. But then now she also had another tweet that said, correction, there is no minimum that a man should send his woman. She should be okay with whatever he sends. Breakfast, $5, lunch, $10, gas, $20, brunch, $0, dinner, $25, nails, makeup, $30, outfit, $0, wig install, $0. If he sends $40, fellatio, because he's special, okay? But, she put an attitude after that. She's like, damn, y'all happy now? Yeah, all right. Now, we know that wasn't sincere at all, okay? That's unrealistic expectations. We all know she wanted a reaction for that. Let's be honest. This is what these people do. This is the new thing. This is the new shock value. Is just paying for dates. The 50-50, I'm going to get into that as well. But for right now, I'm still looking for this list. That was just a piece of what I'm going to say. But I need that original list of the first dates to not take your person. And I know these people covered it. Why are they acting like they didn't? Oh, you know what? If it's not on here, then it probably would. That's crazy because they would have covered it too. I'm going to just look for a little bit more, and then I'm going to just go on this other IG page that I know for sure that they posted it. It might still going to be a little dig, but you know what? Bear with me. There we go. Here we go. All right. Oh, they should have... They should have made the list higher than that, but all right. So, here is a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date, and thank you to the ladies who reached out to me to help me on my list. So, some women were helping each other on it. Like, listen, there's millions and millions of women out there. So only the women in your area or wherever online, they're not the only women out there, man. There are a lot of women out there, real women who don't follow this ridiculous list. Okay, but now I can finally go over them. All right. First one, Cheesecake Factory, of course. Okay. Second, Applebee's. 3, Chili's. 4, Chipotle. 5, Olive Garden. 6, the movies. 7, your house. 8, any fast food chain. 9, Buffalo Wild Wings. 10, Wingstop. 11, Red Lobster. 12, a buffet. 13, IHOP. 14, Denny's. 15, the gym. 16, church. 17, Starbucks. 18, coffee dates. 19, ice cream dates. 20, family functions. 21, movie night, Netflix, Hulu, and etc. 22, somewhere that requires a long drive. 23, bowling. 24, nightclubs. 25, hookah bar. 26, a bar for just drinks. 27, Waffle House. 28, sports events. There's going to be a pause right here. Okay, let's break down this list. So, Cheesecake Factory, that's most of these places you can go to. Some things that I will agree with, not to take a woman on a first date, is number 7, which is your house. Yeah, I don't think you should be taking anybody to your house on the first date. That's just not what it is. That's your space. That is your safe space. It should be, at least. You shouldn't just bring any stranger in there without getting to know them first, okay? And a lot of people just want to pull up to the house on the first date. That is a red flag. So kudos for that. I give you credit to where it's due because I agree with that. Never to your house. Let's see. The gym. Now, I never knew about gym dates, but I actually like that. So I think that's a bit invalid because nobody really takes nobody to the gym. Like, for real, for real. They're out there now, but now that I'm aware of it, and I'm sure people do that, but it's not a common thing. So that shouldn't even really be considered to be even put on this list. 16 church. I mean, if they're both of religious faith, why wouldn't they? It shouldn't. That shouldn't be a problem. That's none of your business. 18 coffee dates. You guys are out of your minds. Okay. 17 to 18, the same thing. That's Starbucks and coffee dates. 19 too. Ice cream dates, bro. You getting to know the person. Stop trying to expect them to drop $200 on a date just for you to not talk to them anymore. Like, you guys are disgusting. You guys are entitled to somebody else's money. You shouldn't be entitled to somebody else's money because you should be the one to be paid for it. If you really want to go somewhere that expensive and that bad, then you should pay for it. 20, I agree. Family functions, yeah, I wouldn't bring somebody new into a family function. That ain't it. Like I said, like your house and family functions, that's a big step. That's a really big step, so I wouldn't agree on doing that. 21, movie night, it just depends on where the movie night is. But if it's at the house, then it's a no, for the first date at least. Somewhere that requires a long drive, it depends on where that place is, because there's some places that aren't close by, and there's some people that don't live in the same cities. So it really just depends. Because, I mean, I used to do the same thing. I used to go on dates where it would be kind of a long drive, but like 25, 30-ish minutes away. Because we weren't in the same city. And that was just fine. I mean, we took the highway. It didn't take that long. Traffic wasn't bad. So, yeah. Number 23, you guys are tripping. Bowling, man, let them people go bowling. Nightclubs. See, for me, I would agree because I don't think nightclubs, and 25, 26, hookah bars, a bar for just drinks, I don't think, I'm not into doing dates over there because they're not anything I would do personally. Because I don't think you should be meeting people in nightclubs, hookah bars, a bar for just drinks. First of all, you can't hear nobody. Second of all, just too much people in there, and you can't really, get to really know a person. The movies make it seem like it's so low, like the music and stuff is low. The music is always loud. So there's no point to be going there at all, man. Y'all can find something else to do. All right, Waffle House, that's 27. Yeah, take them to Waffle House. Sports events. For a first date, I would say, yeah. Unless, like, you got, like, a hookup to where you can do that, then, I'd go for it. So that's debatable. The sports events is debatable. But, yeah, that list sparked another list that came on, and I'm going to show it. I'm going to not show it, but say it to you guys right now. After this pause. All right. So this was another list made. Oh no, this wasn't the first one. The list for that first date things. Some men responded. So they put here's a list of things men refuse to pay for if we are not married. All right. Bills, rent, house, car, hair, nails, bags, purses, jewelry, designer, vacation, furniture to go in your house, plastic surgery, bottles at the club, pills, car repairs, food for another man's kid, gas, weed, whatever. And that's where it was cut off at. But pretty much, yeah, I agree with most of the list. Yeah, if you're not married, for most of the list. Um, especially for bills, rent, house, car, hair, nails, bags. Well, bags and purses is a bit debatable. Not no Birkin. Definitely not no Birkin. I'm talking about a regular nice bag. You put some thought into it. You kind of know the person. But if you're not married, now when you're dating and you really like somebody, you want to put that effort in. And sometimes that effort will come in a gift, and that could be a nice little bag that they thought about, or something that's not gonna break your bank. Designer, nobody should be wearing designer. I don't like designer unless it's from a black-owned business. Man, don't be wearing no designer. Vacation, absolutely not. Unless you guys been dating for a long time, that's the only time when y'all should be even thinking about going on vacation together. Um, Furniture, absolutely nope. Uh, this is 100%. Let me go through everything else. Bottles at the club, definitely. Like I said before, nobody should be paying for that, bro. And a lot of y'all women, y'all shouldn't even be trusting dudes to buy you a drink. Y'all need to stop all that. Y'all need to stop acting like drinks is poison in itself, but then you got dudes who want to take it a step further and make it even worse by putting something in it. So you girls got to be very careful when it comes to that. Okay, y'all can't just expect, like, this ain't the day and age anymore for all that. I mean, I know they used to do it back in the day as well, but now everybody's more aware. So you should not be taking no drinks from nobody. Buy your own drinks if that's what you want to do. Pills, don't be taking nobody's pills. Don't buy nobody no pills. Don't take no pills. What's wrong with you guys? Car repairs, yeah, absolutely not. If you haven't been dating him for a long time, that's a no. Food for another man's kid, if you're dating a single mother, or if you're dating a single mother, you got to be dating her for a while. Okay, I got to say, if you're really into that stepfather role, go ahead and do it. But if you're trying to date a single mother, it's going to come with a lot of stipulations. Gas, yeah, don't pay with nobody gas unless y'all together. Okay, not for no first date or nothing like that. Y'all got to be together. Y'all got to establish what he would need to pay for, or what needs to be paid by either person. But I mean, everybody's responsible for their own things, regardless of what role anybody's gonna play in a relationship. Everybody has to pay for their own stuff, because y'all could break up, and then what are y'all gonna do? Try to wait until the next person, like women try to get the next person? Nah. Okay, learn to pay for your own stuff. That's it. All right. Now, this one that I wholeheartedly agree with, no matter if you're married, in a long-term relationship, or anything like that, plastic surgery. I do not support plastic surgery at all. It is very, very harmful in this day and age, how they try to big up plastic surgery, like they try to big up a lot of things like OnlyFans and all that stuff. None of that stuff is good for you. It's toxic. It's not. There's a lot of horror stories out there, and it's super, super risky to be even getting cosmetic surgery. Okay, it's not real. You want to ruin the rest of your life by having to go into the doctor like every few weeks or so, just to make sure that nothing has ruptured or anything. Just love your body. Love the body that God gave you, the Creator gave you, the universe. You know what I'm saying, man. Plastic surgery is a no-no. It's a huge no-no. All right. And some women saw this list and decided to make one more. This is the one big one more that I'm going to address for this episode. And this list is about the list of men that don't need to be dating. All right. Now let's go over it. Number 1, men with toddlers or younger. 2, men that live with their mama. 3, men that live with their baby mama. 4, DL men. That's homophobic. 5, men that don't have a valid driver's license. Yeah. Men that bank with Cash App. Stay out of people's pockets. Men that sag their pants. Absolutely. Men that don't take care of their kids. Absolutely. Men that disrespect women. Absolutely. Men that don't own a suit. That's stupid. Men that live in motels. You don't know if that person could have been homeless and then something might have happened. Stop it. Men that want to hold a couple dollars till they get paid. Man, some people need help. Men whose clothes are in tubs. Come on, bro. That's stupid. Men that can't log into anything without help. Wow. So if they're old or they're just not savvy with tech, man, yeah, you. Okay, I'll finish the list first. Men that got to tell their mama everything. Men that work in the FedEx hub. Men that work for a temporary service. Truck drivers. Them grand rising men. Them what you doing men. Men with multiple kids and baby mamas. Men that bash women on social media. Men that have to load their car to add money to it. Men that don't keep their locks up, men that hairline gone but they keep holding on, men that always talk about what they used to have, married men, men without transportation, men that are Cowboys fans. And the tweet under it says, now ask some of these women which ones they letting smash right now. LOL. Absolutely. Which one are y'all letting them smash right now? Because there's a bunch on this list that you guys are absolutely letting them take advantage of you, absolutely letting them smash on the first date, absolutely letting them do what they want to. And they don't have any of the things that you listed established. They don't have financial security. They don't have any ambition, any work going on for themselves, no career, no, like they're not doing anything. They're bums. They're hobosexuals. But apparently this is their list. Now, say what I do agree with is the men that sag their pants, they shouldn't be sagging their pants. I'm gonna touch about men that sag their pants in like a health episode or something like that, because men honestly at y'all ages, nobody should be sagging their pants now. It's that era is over. Let it go. Men that don't take care of the kids, absolutely agree with that. Men that disrespect women, agree with that. Men that what else do I agree with? Them what you doing, man? Probably, but depends if they can't really communicate like that. It's not saying they shouldn't date. They should just probably they just need help with actually starting better conversations. Married men, absolutely. Married men should not be dating at all. That's it. It's over with. You're married. Stop cheating. Okay. Now, what I don't agree with, men with toddlers or younger. Now, I do say single parents, dating single parents, it could be a struggle for you. So if that's something you want to do, you better make sure that you know that their child always comes first. Always. Okay. You got to play second fiddle. Their child always comes first. I don't agree with the ones that say men that live with their mama. You don't know what he's doing with that mama or anything like that. Men that live with their baby mama. Oof. Yeah, generally, yes. Generally speaking, absolutely. They should not be dating anybody who doesn't want to be involved in that type of drama, because that's bad. Number 4, I do not agree with homophobic. DL, man. Stop worrying about them. Stop worrying about their sexuality. These are the type of homophobic women that stay calling men sassy, and they're not actually sassy. They're showing their emotions, or they're not taking their crap. Men that don't have a valid driver's license, I agree. Men that bank with Cash App, don't worry about their pockets. Okay, something must have happened with their bank. They could have gotten fraud, scam, and the bank didn't restore their rights or anything to the access to their account. So, they got to use Cash App until they get another bank or figure out their situation. I don't agree with men that live in motels. Leave the men alone. You don't know what happened to them. They could have got evicted just off of one late payment. Men who put clothes in tubs, like I said, ridiculous. Men that can't log into anything without help, leave them old people alone, okay? And leave those people who aren't tech savvy alone. Let them get what they need to get. Men that work in a FedEx hub, I don't agree with that. The people, that's a job. Truck drivers, that's a job. Men that work for a temporary service, that's a job. You don't know people's situation. Y'all need to stop acting like that. Men with multiple kids and baby mamas, I definitely agree with that. For what it is, if it's multiple kids and multiple baby mamas, yeah, I'd say run away. For ones with multiple kids but by one baby mama, but they are not together anymore, Depends if you're willing to take up that role or not. Men that bash women on social media absolutely should not be dating or should step out and touch grass. Now, if they're bashing women for no reason, absolutely, because they need to touch grass. Same thing with women who bash men for no reason. They need to go touch grass. Men that have to load their car to add money to it, leave them men alone. Stop watching their pockets. Men that don't keep their locks up, it's a hair. Leave them alone. Men that hairline gone, but they keep holding on, let them hold on. They're trying to, let them let go on their own time. You don't want nobody to push you to keep healing. Healing doesn't just, you wake up one day, oh, you're healed. No, it's a process. It takes time. Leave those people alone. It's not like they're pushing it in front of your face every day. I doubt that they are, because it was kind of ridiculous to even name that. Men that always talk about what they used to have, okay, let them reminisce about the past. But if that's getting in the way, all right then. But most of the time, it would not get in the way. Like, seriously, unless that somehow resorts to them cheating or something like that, it's not gonna get in the way at all. Men without transportation, leave those men alone. Okay, there's no way that no man has transportation. Transportation can include walking, biking. They're really trying to cover. They're trying to cover themselves up, trying to sugarcoat it, saying transportation instead of saying men without no car. Because if that man rides the bus, he goes to work, and if he's a single dad or a father, like a single father who takes care of his kids, that should not matter. 28 should not matter. Men who are Cowboys fans, that's a football team. That is so surface level thinking, and that's ridiculous, okay? Like I said, these gender war feuds, it's ridiculous. The relationship, now let me tell y'all why this is still a thing. Because relationships are basically the basis of society. Cooperation, teamwork, stability, respect on all levels and surfaces and everything, expressions. All of that is a very big part of society. So the reason why relationships will always be brought up is because that's what it is. That's what we are. We're humans. We socialize. So relationships is a really, really big part of that. Okay? If we ain't talking about relationships, it's really not too much to talk about. Well, actually, there is plenty of other things to talk about. But as to regards to human, you're going to, in some way, shape, or form, you're going to mention relationships. Okay? Because that's what we are. That's when we built it off our families, 2-parent households, extended villages, all of that comes into relationships. So that's why these gender wars are still so prevalent. But the worst thing about it is that they're only just talking at each other. It's going circular, and it's never actually being focused on solutions within the Black community on what we need to do to fix these relationships between each other. But instead, somebody goes viral for a clip like the Cheesecake Factory, and then it all goes back to the circular square one of everybody bashing each other, and nobody's listening to each other. Nobody's trying to be honest with each other. Nobody's being direct. Nobody's being intentional. Nobody's wanting to actually take that step foot forward to actually be the change that they want to see. And I actually seen this, I think it was a tweet or something. It said the black woman and black men, and the bitter black men and the bitter black women should just have their own space for themselves where they could just talk at each other, and let the real ones who want to find real love and understanding, peace and compassion, let us stay here and let us converse with each other, and let us build the society that we want to see. We want to be the change that we want to see, and we want to be the people that that can restore the relationships between the black man and black women. And that's pretty much the premise of what I wanted to talk about. One of the big topics. So yeah, we all got to be intentional. We all got to be honest. Everybody was honest from the first date, from the get-go. These gender wars would not be happening. But social media, it amplifies these situations over 100 times or 1,000 times, and it just keeps going with people who just like to be on social media for clout, attention, and likes, and not actually getting to the root problem, not actually coming up with solutions or anything like that. So this is what we need to get back to: solutions on fixing and repairing the black community, getting each other right, and fixing our relationships in our homes, fixing relationships in our areas, regions, and in black society. I know a lot of people say we're not a monolith, whatever, but we still need to work together, regardless of how we feel individually. This is about the collective, not about you and only the people that you date and the history that you had that you dated with them, and how you just want to blame them and not yourself. Look at yourself. Everybody needs to take accountability, men and women. Okay, everybody needs to start being honest and intentional about what they want in life, and then what you want in life, what you need to become it. And when you become that, it will naturally come to you. And that's all I need to say. You guys, thank you guys for listening. All right, I'm out of here. Okay, because I gotta figure out what else I need to do for today. So pretty much, we need to stop this gender war online. It was doing fine for like a few weeks until this happened last week, and now it feels like it's back to square one with the gender wars. We're just kind of moving away from that, and then kind of everybody's kind of settled in their opinions and moving away from all that. But now it's back again. Yeah, let's all move away from that. Let's get to the solutions, and I'm out of here. Peace.